I'm going to be Google translating names of the plants from Plants vs. Zombies 2 100 times. And then create a result I get.
What the Sigma?
Before we proceed to the video, my friend Sunflower is asking you to subscribe. Please click that subscribe button. It's free, and it will help me a lot. Starting with Peashooter, I Googled translate 100 times and we got an animal. My idea is to make it a pig. Yes, Peppa Pig. I started by changing the Peashooter's color to pink, just like Peppa. Then, I drew its weird nose. My idea is that the Peashooter will shoot 2 peas at a time because its nose has 2 holes. I added creepy eyes and changed the leaves to black shoes, similar to the ones Peppa Pig wears. Finally, I changed its leaves to ears, making it look like Peppa Pig's ears. And we have Peashooter. This plant looks adorable. I like that it has 2 holes in its mouth or nose. Maybe it can shoot 2 peas or something else. Let's see. The Peashooter really shoots 2 pink peas. It's really cool. I thought it was something else, just kidding. Let's try Peashooter full lane. I really like how the ears move perfectly. Overall, I'm really happy with how this plant turned out. I give it a solid 10 out of 10. Moving on. I translated sunflower 100 times using Google Translate. And it gave me sunflower oil. I had no idea what this sunflower would look like. So I searched for it and found an oil sachet. I decided to use this oil sachet as an alternative for the sunflower's sun. The look of the sunflower would be simple and a bit suspicious. So, I began by changing her eyes. I also added some oil on her face to make it appear natural, as this sunflower produces oil. For the final touch, I added some oil split on her leaves because oil was spilled on it. And there you have it. Sunflower oil. It really sucks at producing sun. Let's see a full lane of sunflowers.
Okay, that's good. That's good. It's enough slices!
Overall, this didn't turn out very well, and it seems quite suspicious. So, I rate it 5 out of 10. Wait, does this sunflower want to sing?
1, 2, 3. There's a zombie on your lawn.
The next plant is cherry bomb. Google Translator says, open the phone. What? That's so random. So, I opened my phone and saw this Sigma. Therefore, I'll turn cherry bomb into a mobile phone.
Huh?
I searched for a mobile phone PNG on Google and found this one. I duplicated the phone to replace the cherries, making it the base of the cherry bomb's body. For the green vine, I changed it to a charger cable connecting the 2 devices. To add some emotion to these mobile phones, I added emojis to reflect their anger, similar to Cherry Bomb's expression. I finalized this design using the Plants vs. Zombies 2 art style. And here is the final artwork. Now, let's see it in the game. The explosion looks really natural, like the phones are actually overheating because of the cable connecting them, which is a cool effect. Next, let's try it against gargantuar zombies and see what happens. Oh, I noticed that the cable isn't connected when the plant isn't placed yet, so it looks a little off. Overall, I really like how this plant turned out. The design came out well, and I'm happy with how it looks. I'd rate it a solid 9 out of 10. Moving on, I translated potato mine 100 times using Google Translate, and it came up with and potatoes. So, I decided to add some different variations of the potato mine, including the primal potato mine, Leviter, and the classic PVZ1 potato mine. To arrange them, I placed the primal potato mine on the left side of the original potato mine, while the Leviter and PVZ1 potato mine went on the other side. And there we have it, all set up. Now, let's take a look at how it appears in the game. The design is so adorable. However, other variants of potato mine are not that visible in the game because it's really small. The PVZ-1 potato mine is not visible because it is covered by the eye of the potato mine. Let's see what a full potato mine setup could do. The potato mine in the front lane are not charged yet, so it is easily eaten by zombies. It is satisfying when the wave of zombies decreases by the explosion of potato mines. In my opinion, the design came together pretty well, but to be honest, I'm not entirely satisfied with it. Overall, I'd rate this a 5 out of 10 because there's really nothing too special about it. Next is Snow Pea. I translated it 100 times using Google Translate. And it came up with Uncle. The typical uncle look here in Asia includes a beard, mustache, eyeglasses, and often drinking a beer. So, I started by adding a beard and mustache to Snow Pea. Also, I added eyeglasses to make him appear older. Additionally, I changed his projectile from a snowball to a frozen beer. Therefore, I decided to make his tummy bloated. Because, according to this website,
with its high gluten content and carbonation, beer is a primary contributor to bloating often experienced after consuming alcohol. Its association with inflammation and weight gain is so recognized that the term beer belly directly references the physical effects of frequent consumption.
basically beer can cause bloating. This design looks so plain, so I completed this design in the style of Plants vs. Zombies 2, and here is the finished artwork. Now, let's see this in the game. I like the look of this in the game. The frozen beer does look a bit pixelated in the game, but overall, it turned out pretty well. Additionally, I like the big belly in this design. Let's experiment. Let's see how it performs with 100 of these in a single tile. The zombies are dying easily even if there are door zombies from Plants vs. Zombies. Overall, I would rate this design an 8 out of 10. I really like how it turned out, especially after changing its style to the PVZ2 art style. Moving on, I decided to translate Repeater 100 times using Google Translate, and surprisingly, it came up with Sonic. So, my idea is to creatively make it resemble Sonic the Hedgehog. I started by changing all of Repeater's colors to blue, and I also changed the mouth to a brown color. Additionally, I added some brown to its body, just like how Sonic looks in the games. To really make it resemble Sonic, I added a cute little nose, ears, and eyes, and I changed the Repeater's leaves to mimic Sonic's spiky hair. Finally, I changed its projectile to a Sonic ball image that I found on Google, which I simply copied and pasted. Now, let's see how it looks in the game. This plant looks creepy when it blinks. Maybe I forgot to change the color of the blinking sprite. I also didn't realize I accidentally gave it 4 shoes, but it actually looks pretty cool that way. With those 4 shoes, it looks like it could be even faster than Sonic. Let's take a look at it in a full lawn. There are so many Sonics flying around, and it seems like the zombies die quite easily. Overall, I would rate this design an 7 out of 10 because of his cute nose. Next plant is Puff Shroom. Google Translator says, "For me." I don't have any ideas, so of course I searched it on Google. And found an emoji saying, "Is for me?" It looks a bit cringy, but I'll use it as a reference. My idea is to change Puff Shroom's expression to match this emoji. I made his pupils slightly larger and added eyebrows, just like in the reference. For the final touches, I copied the hand from the reference, and now we have an Uwu Puff Shroom, but I'm still not satisfied, so I'm going to make him a bit cringier and cuter. And we have Puff Shroom for me? The details aren't very visible because Puff Shrooms are so tiny in the game. I noticed that her right hand is covered by her mouth, but the result isn't too bad. I wonder if 100 of these on one tile could stand up against 10 Gargantua zombies. Let's see. This look might make them seem strong enough to defeat Gargantua zombies easily, but if a Gargantua gets close to the Puff Shrooms, they'll be defeated with just one smash. I'm impressed that she defeated 10 Gargantua. Overall, I would rate this one 7 out of 10. Lastly, is Walnut. I Google translated it 100 times, and the translator came up with "solve the problem." The first idea that came to my mind was to make Walnut a detective. A typical detective outfit includes a coat, tie, hat, and magnifying glass. So, I dressed Walnut in a detective outfit. I started with the magnifying glass, which I put in front of his eye, floating, since Walnut has no hands. Then, I added a hat on his head, and for the final touch, I put a coat and tie on Walnut. And now we have Detective Walnut. Let's see it in the game. I set Walnut to have normal health, damage, and a damaged appearance when he's well worn. Walnut looks so adorable in that outfit, and I love the effect where the magnifying glass breaks when he's about to be destroyed. Now, let's experiment. How long can Detective Walnut hold off 20 zombies? Let's see. There's 20 zombies coming. I will start the timer when zombies start eating Walnut. It takes him 6.64 seconds. That's quite a while to handle that many zombies. Overall, I would rate this design 9 out of 10. That's it all for today's video. Thank you for watching. And see you on the next one.